Hello everyone, I'm Max, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So far, 2025 has been a year filled with many strange things caught on trail cams. From weird, unidentified creatures such as bigfoots and skinwalkers to killers and to many other unexplainable phenomena. So today I decided to highlight some of the most chilling and downright horrifying creatures caught on trail cameras this year. So grab your I Found Bigfoot coffee mugs and allow your fear to be maximized as we recap the scariest trail camera clips of 2025. This brand new scary footage comes from a police department in Albuquerque, New Mexico. This CCTV camera was set up specifically to watch the parking lot at the station. Its goal to keep things safe, but this night it couldn't keep anyone safe from this otherworldly intruder. The video uploaded on March 7th, 2025 shows what looks to be a flying humanoid creature. The creature moves for a second, then freezes because the camera glitched. If you have a Ring camera or other security cameras, you would know this tends to happen a lot. But then the footage unsticks and the creature flies right past. It appears to have some kind of wings or something. It's very pale in color and skinny. The thing that catches my eye the most is the motion blur and the camera rendering. By the way it flies past, it seems to really be there in real time, not the result of editing or doctoring after the video was taken. It seems this footage is authentic, we just don't know what the creature is. A desk sergeant was monitoring the cameras when he spotted it. He and his fellow officers admit that they had never seen anything like it before, and they found it very unnerving. Now the officers set out to try to debunk the footage because they couldn't wrap their brains around it. They jumped from different theories, like flying insects and camera glitches, but none of them were satisfied. Police officers are most of the time very rational thinkers, and the fact that they couldn't even debunk this makes it all the more convincing. So what do you guys think they caught this night? A ghostly spirit, an unknown creature? Your guess is as good as mine. Taking a look at a close encounter with the Dogman, with some of the clearest evidence of all time. A man was out on a camping trip. He was camping for 2 weeks, a rather long expedition, but something he loved to do. To escape out into the woods all alone, living amongst nature. One ritual he did every time he camped is he would set up a trail camera in the nearby area to keep an eye on his campsite. He would place the camera on a nearby tree to watch the campsite while he was gone. Though most of the time he didn't need it, but this time he did. This bright and sunny morning, he left the solitude of his makeshift campsite and set out to go fishing, to catch his next meal. But when he got back, he realized his campsite had been raided. His things had been gone through and his tent was open. He tried to shake it off and go about his camping trip like normal, and eventually he did. But he really wanted to check his trail camera captures, but he couldn't, because he needed a computer to plug in the SD card to retrieve the photos. Eventually his trip ended and he returned back home. Still curious about what happened at his site, he finally checked his trail camera captures. And he couldn't even come close to believing what he saw. A dark, dog-like creature is seen in the 2 separate photos. It wasn't like the typical wolf or coyote. This thing was different. Jet black, huge piercing eyes, and almost human-like arms and shoulders, even though in this picture it's crawling around on all fours. The trail cam owner, along with other cryptozoologists, believed this was the Dogman. Encounters with the so-called Dogman have existed for decades. One of the earliest recorded encounters with the Dogman occurred in Wexford County, Michigan in 1887. A group of lumberjacks claim to have seen a large bipedal canine with glowing eyes stalking the woods. Unlike a typical wolf, this creature was upright, like a man, and it had long claws and it let out a terrifying, inhuman scream. Because of its long-standing sightings and captures, it makes it one of the most captivating creatures in the cryptid world. And these specific trail camera captures here that I just showed you are some of the best of all time. Now we just talked about dogmen, but what about coyotes and wolves? Though they're not unknown creatures like dogmen, they can be just as scary, if not scarier. And they share lots of the same characteristics, hence the name. Territorial, strong, fast, they're one of the most dangerous predators in the wild. That's why the following trail camera video is scary, but also very cool. TikTok user The Most Mandy filmed this on February 25th, 2025. Check it out. Coyotes wailing in the distance are heard. The sounds get louder and louder as the video goes on. And at some points we can even see some of the coyotes. Now some people tried to say that these could be dogmen or unknown creatures that are making the sounds, not the coyotes. But I'm pretty sure they are just coyotes. If you live in a rural area that has coyotes, you know the sounds they make, and they sound just like this. I even caught it on camera once myself. My family and I were out in our backyard celebrating my 100,000 subscriber milestone, and we were interrupted by a pack of coyotes, and I've showed the footage before. It happened in early October, but here's the footage again if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Good? That's coyotes,
Yeah.
right? Are you getting that on video? It's Maximum Beer right there. The coyotes love Maximum Beer. I always feature him in the videos.
Where is?
It really is. That's coyotes.
Shut up.
That's
They're that high pitched?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. Good? That's coyotes, right?
Scoot closer together.
Are you getting that on video? It's Maximum Beer right there. The coyotes love Maximum Beer. I always feature him in the videos.
Where is?
It really is. That's coyotes.
They're that high pitched?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing else is that high.
Coyotes are extremely vocal, using howls to call pack members and warn rivals. They also use yips and yelps, often heard in group chatter, and barks as alarms or threats. So if you're ever out in the woods and you hear these sounds, run as fast as you can. You definitely don't want to get caught up with a pack of wild coyotes. The following terrifying paranormal video comes from Mexico. Now Mexico is sometimes known for its paranormal activity. Legends like La Llorona and other local tales make up a majority of the sightings. Well, this night a couple were on their way home, driving down a secluded path in the late hours. It was a desolate dirt path surrounded by fields. They slowly rolled down the path until, out of nowhere, a cloaked woman is seen on the side of the path.
Hola, Mauser. Bestia. Tiene una culota, pa.
¿Estás viendo, Naomi?
No manches,
Vean
tiene una
eso.
culota.
Pinche madre, vean
Una
eso.
turroña.
She emerges, and their headlights expose the creature. The entity seems to be wearing a dark, old, tattered robe and walking with a stick or cane. And if you look closely, it looks like she has a tail, which is also pointed out in the video by the couple. It's like something out of a supernatural horror movie, an old decrepit woman haunting the road. Except this wasn't a movie, it was real life. Frozen with terror, the boyfriend and girlfriend couldn't do anything but just sit there and watch as this woman crossed the road right in front of them. She then reportedly reached the other side and vanished into the brush. In Mexico, they would call this La Bruja, or the witch. The legend of La Bruja varies across different regions, but common themes include shape-shifting abilities, often into animals like owls, wolves, or cats, and the power to cast curses, hexes, or love spells. Some legends claim they steal children or drink human blood, similar to vampire folklore. Others say they form secret covens and conduct rituals in secret locations. Definitely some very scary stuff. Do you think this couple caught La Bruja on camera this night? Or is it maybe a different supernatural entity, or not one at all? Let me know in the comments down below. Now recently I've showed a few videos of alleged dinosaurs and raptors being caught on camera in the Congo, and some of them are very captivating. But the following video I showed a while back, but there's been an update. Now when it first came out, the video was taken by a trail camera and it was only shown in black and white. But now professional video editors color corrected the video to show us what it would look like in real color. So here's the original video in black and white. And here is the new video in color. It looks so much better here. We can see the raptor-like creature is covered in a dark grayish, bluish colored skin, with a lighter underbelly. It also has glowing eyes, likely a reflection of the camera. This newer version of the video was highlighted on August 17th, 2024 by TikTok user Congo.bd. The idea that dinosaurs, particularly raptors, might still exist in the Congo basin comes from reports of strange reptilian creatures in the dense, largely unexplored jungles. And now videographic evidence. Most experts believe these sightings are misidentifications of known animals, such as monitor lizards, crocodiles, or large birds. However, due to the region's dense rainforest and lack of exploration, the legend persists. To me, this obviously doesn't look like any lizard or crocodile. So many of these dinosaur Congo videos have been appearing recently. Maybe they will finally prove their existence in the near future. We're back again with another segment on everyone's favorite cryptid, the Dogman. And this photo has been seen a lot. When the Dogman is mentioned, a lot of people think of this specific photo, though not much is known about it at all. It's believed a witness was driving along a rural road when they spotted this. As they drove by, they took out their phone and snapped a quick photo, not wanting to stop or even come close to this creature. At first, it just looks like an ordinary coyote, but it's running on its hind legs. Examining closer, the body does look more human-like as well. The way its arms are positioned and legs, this thing is running like a human, something coyotes can't do. Imagine just driving along and a coyote comes running at you on its hind legs. That would probably give some people nightmares. And it's weird that this picture has remained as mysterious as it has. It's been out for many, many years, but still no one can find much information on it. If any of you know any more about it, let me know in the comments, because I couldn't find anything. But anyways, experts' best guess is that it comes from somewhere in the Midwestern US. Considering this is where the Dogman legend emerged from. But this is a unique capture. Most evidence shows the Dogman looking more wolf-like and bulkier and stronger. But this one here looks different, like a coyote. It's lighter colored and slimmer. All of this being said, let me know what your favorite cryptid creature is. Is it the Dogman or something else? Let me know in the comments. Here is a strange paranormal sighting that will spook you. A man had just purchased a home in a rather remote area. He has a security camera mounted on the front of his house, facing his front yard. Following his front yard is a vast and open forest. His yard leads right into it. Eventually, one night, his motion sensor camera was triggered. Not knowing why it had been set off and suspecting an animal of some sort, he acquired his flashlight and made his way outside. When outside, he shines the flashlight into the trees, slowly scanning the area. He didn't see anything, so eventually he stopped looking and went back inside. However, in the oncoming nights, his camera would be set off various times, each time with no explanation. Frustrated, he reviewed the footage of the night he went out and shined the flashlight, and there it was. Slightly captured amongst the trees is a humanoid figure. A figure with a light head and the dark silhouette of a body. It seems to be gliding, not walking. It moves in one fluid motion, with no bounce or vertical movements, just straight forward, floating. The homeowner is definitely spooked by this, but says it's not enough to make him move from the property. He says he might just have to live alongside it, and he accepts the fact that the surrounding forest holds scary secrets. The man doesn't know what it is, but online viewers theorize it could be a wandering forest spirit or even a skinwalker. The shape-shifting witch spirit that can take the forms of humans and animals to blend in. So could this be ancient Navajo cursed land? If so, it certainly could be home to skinwalkers. No one knows how to get rid of the skinwalker curse, so it looks like this man is stuck with it. Maybe that's why he got such a good price on the property. This is creepy footage out of West Virginia. It was captured on June 5th, 2022 in the middle of the night. The footage seems normal until something is seen crawling on the camera. The trail cam appears to capture a massive spider, as you can see by the legs. It curiously crawls on the lens of the camera. It's unknown what kind of spider this is due to only being able to see its legs. But regardless, what we do know is this thing is massive. Let me know in the comments if you're afraid of spiders. Now we've seen a lot of unknown creatures in this video, and some known creatures. But what about some extremely rare creatures? The video comes from Dorian Birchers and Scuba Ventures. A diver near Papua New Guinea spotted an extremely rare jellyfish and caught it on camera. This is the only time it's ever been caught on camera, so brace yourselves and behold. The Chirodectes maculatus. It's a species of box jellyfish that is relatively harmless to humans. And it was only seen one other time than this, back in 2005 off the shore of Queensland, Australia. Specifically in the Great Barrier Reef. It's such a beautiful and majestic creature, with its ring patterns and lines on its body and long flowing tentacles. It glides through the water effortlessly. This species is not known to be dangerously venomous. However, due to the extremely limited encounters with the species, little is known about its sting or potential effects on humans. I can't wait to see all the new creatures we uncover in the future. Our technology is getting so much better, from cameras to submarines and more. That's why we're just now seeing all these new and rare creatures being spotted and captured. Just imagine what else is out there. Stay tuned. Alright, I think it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, go ahead and smash the like button, mom. Let's aim for 5,000 likes for another one of these trail camera videos. And if you want to get to know me more, you want to see more of my spooky content, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, or you can go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear YT. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because only 20% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed. And be sure to hit that bell as well so you don't miss when I upload. And feel free to check out my special Maximum Fear merchandise and coffee mugs. They're in the description down below. And shout out to my second channel, More Maximum Fear, where I post other scary content that you guys would definitely love. Alright, I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.